Lexus of Wayzata and Maplewood.
From the Your Boat Club Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Minnesota United FC.
Fan forecast.
High in the mid-80s today. Got a chance for some severe storms today as well.
To say we're united is an understatement.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Right now, head over to KFAN.com/watch to catch all of the action powered by Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed, and so is the Power Trip Morning Show live on KFAN.com/watch.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Ben Lieber is here. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Twin Cities Live, 3 to 4:30 every day on Channel 5 with Elizabeth Reese. Not every day, I guess. Not Saturdays and Sundays. That's not true.
No,
It's live.
you got to say weekdays.
Weekdays. Yep. You guys do a great job. I watch it probably too much. You know, but I
love it.
I like
Thank
both
you.
of you, so I support both of you.
Thank you. I'm surprised you can fit us in between, Game Show Network and poker.
It normally is. Do I watch, like right now, Poker Masters is going on. It's like a giant series that matters. Do I watch that or do I watch Ben and Elizabeth? And it's 50-50, but this week it's been a lot of Ben and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You know? Which makes no sense because outside of liking the two of you and respecting the hell out of both of you as broadcasters, most segments do nothing for me because I don't eat anything you guys are cooking.
What resonates with
I'm not
you?
looking for which cheese I should pair with my wine. Almost nothing you guys are doing makes sense to my life, but I'm still like, man, they're good at this job.
Did you learn something about decanting your wine from Ted Farrell at all?
No. I mean,
So what?
they were debating whether or not once wine gets warm, can you put it back in and cool it again, or does that change the taste? And so you guys did leave it out 5 hours versus leave it out 5 seconds.
Yeah, we did two different things. So we
test.
did like a room temperature white wine versus a chilled white wine, and it does alter the taste pretty dramatically. Same thing with the red wine where you decant it and let it aerate for 5-6 hours versus just popping the cork and pouring it. It was a dramatic difference in taste. Same wine, different process of letting it sit out. And I was actually kind of shocked, like how much better the decanted wine was versus the freshly popped wine.
Sauce, how do you prefer your wine?
Decanted. I have a decanter, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Decanted.
Yeah. And Haskell's. The Farrell guys are great. Haskell's Wales. Yeah, decanted, yeah.
Yeah, let that air get in there.
Yeah.
How much air do you like in there?
Enough. I mean, most of the time, when I'm going to drink wine.
Are you stuffed up?
Yeah.
You got allergies going on
really
or what?
Bad. Yeah, that's when my
Drink
eyes
some wine, maybe.
look like butthole eyes because I rub them so much because they hurt and it's a disaster.
Have some wine today.
No, I don't
Decant
drink. I don't drink during the week.
Have you tried an antihistamine?
What the hell is that?
It's like,
oh God, don't tell me you're pro histamine.
Yeah, I will. What were we talking about? When I'm gonna when I on a Friday night, if I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have some wine. I drink the whole bottle.
Damn!
I'm the only one drinking in my house.
Yeah.
So you have to drink for
and
two.
And somebody behind me once said, if you're going to open a bottle of wine, you got to drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
So are you like your clam chowder? Or do you like the red or the white?
I'm a red wine guy.
Okay,
I should do some red wine this week.
Red wine is excellent.
You should. It's the best.
Yeah, it's an apothic red.
Your what hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
Apothic Red. It's a brand of wine.
Oh,
it's
okay,
cheap
gotcha.
wine, but
Gotcha.
They're playing at the fine line.
I wouldn't expect you guys to know my very eclectic wine taste.
Well, had any of us ever known the word apothecary before or since Romeo and Juliet?
That's exactly where I learned it. Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever heard that word, and I don't think I've used it since high school. Sauce?
Apothic? I don't know what that word means.
I'm not kidding you. I did not know that name from that reference.
Mm-hmm.
I learned what that word was from S Creek.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So did I.
What word?
Apothecary.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'll take it even further. I guess I've seen the word. I never knew how to actually pronounce it until I saw S Creek.
S Creek, no joke, I know we're talking about wine, is a top 3 show of all time.
Phenomenal. Thank you.
There's nothing.
Top 3?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me your top 3 then.
Well, top 3 comedies. Come on. I mean, you can't.
It's up. Man, it's brilliant. We've watched it like 3 times.
I give you a comedy. You tell me whether or not S Creek is better or worse than this show.
Go ahead.
The American version of The Office.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
No, S Creek's better than Parks and Rec.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
S Creek's better than Parks and Rec.
Curb.
Curb is better than S Creek.
Cheers.
S Creek's better than Cheers.
I know your answer, but Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is the worst show that's ever been put on TV.
Maybe your worst
I'd rather be thrown from this building. Seinfeld sucks.
What else would you rather do?
Listen to an hour and a half of Gopher football talk.
Oh, we already did that.
No, well, I wasn't. I fell asleep. I did. Ask them. I was sleeping in Zach's chair.
No wonder you're all puffed up.
Yeah.
You got puffy eyes, man.
Yeah. My butthole eyes.
Well, you don't think Parker Fox wants the Gophers to win on Saturday against the
Go
Hawkeyes?
for basketball. Go for basketball.
Go for
hockey. Go for women's hockey. Go for volleyball. They're very good, right?
They're good. Yeah. They're always very good. Yeah.
Yeah, go them. I'm going to the game on Saturday with Daddy Seen Bear.
But you would like Iowa to win.
Yeah, you wearing Iowa gear? What's the deal?
No, I don't have any. No.
You want Iowa to win?
No, I'm going to wear my Gopher hockey sweatshirt that I have.
How many touchdowns will be scored?
1
I think
or
so.
0.
According to Justin, that is zero.
It's going to be a punt off.
Gonna be some really good punts, though.
Yeah.
If you
I'm
like
gonna go.
punts.
I'm going. Can't wait.
Parker, white
will not
or red
cheer
wine,
against
or neither?
Red wine. I'm a red wine drinker. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it decanted?
Yeah, you got to decanter it, right?
See?
Yeah, see, I learned the difference yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
You got to let the wine isn't in its best state until it's aerated.
Right.
And,
Yes.
Right, it's science core. It's science.
I'm not patient enough. I pop that cork and we go.
Well, yeah, there are some
I've never
times
even heard
when
of
it's
none of
like
this
Tommy.
stuff.
Well, yeah. Whoa.
We go.
You pop that plug.
Whoa.
Zach likes to get that cork off as quickly as possible.
Dude, it's dangerous, man. It's crazy. I don't know how people do it.
Any of you like champagne?
Yeah,
no,
man.
no.
It's all right. It's
Gives me-
overrated.
gives me
Way
heartburn.
overrated.
It's all right. If
Way
someone's
overrated.
bringing it, yeah, I'm a
Gives me
drinker.
heartburn.
Yeah, here, pass me a glass.
Your
it's
mic's
so
on.
cool, though. You know?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, it
right
is cool.
situation.
I know
it's
half a
such
glass in a celebration, fine. I'm cool with that, but that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Agreed.
do it.
Yeah.
Move it along.
Oh,
Give
no.
me basically the equivalent of a shot glass on New Year's Eve. That's enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does
I can't sip the whole thing. That's too
Not
much.
a chance.
Yeah.
Does
Too much
anybody have
bubbles.
has anybody have a good solution for getting a cork out when you don't have a wine opener? Now that I live in a house, I always have a wine opener, but in college sometimes we
Like
didn't
when
have.
it's fully in there,
Yeah,
like
like-
not like
You just gotta
halfway
stab it
broke
through.
off.
Stab it through.
You
and
stab it through.
You do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
The
best
bottom
way.
of the wine is going to be icky, but you just got to
Yeah.
stab
Yeah, but
it
it's
through.
not that big a deal because it's different when you like have a dry cork and it like breaks off and then you have to push it down
Right,
or
yeah.
some of that gets in there. Then you have to deal with obviously the little pieces of cork. If you're just gonna like shove the whole cork down there, you're fine.
Yeah, that's
you don't have to
fair.
worry about anything.
I've seen like the lighter method on the cork, trying to get it to pop up. I've seen like people put their shoe and hit it against a wall. So I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any of that. I'd just push the cork down.
Sauce, how do you remove the cork?
I have a very nice corkscrew.
Electric?
No, just a very nice hand one. I got really into wine for a while. Then I stopped because it's an expensive hobby. But yeah, I have a couple nice bottles of wine.
Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank is in the wine industry, and he says all the time that the average bottle of wine purchased in the U.S. is something like $7 or $8 a bottle.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
So you can buy it cheaply. You don't have to buy the stuff that's $80. Buy the $8 bottle. Get
My,
Yellowtail.
Get some barefoot.
My wine is $9.34 at Walmart.
Good price.
See, he goes for the good stuff.
Like the opposite of LeBron. Did you see his Instagram story the other day?
No.
Him and Draymond Green were drinking wine, and he posted like the basically the setup of the 7 bottles of wine they drank, and some wine connoisseur went on.
So, 7 bottles between the two of them?
It's probably more people. You know how the NBA.
Okay,
They
gotcha.
usually have an entourage,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
But so some wine connoisseur guy went and looked up all the bottles of wine, and some of them were like you can't really get because there wasn't really the price. Really wasn't the price on it, but it was ended up being like $7,500 worth of wine in
Dear
those
God.
7 bottles.
So around $1,000 a
$7,500?
bottle.
Yeah, $7,500
So actually, it feels a little low to me.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say a much higher number.
I think it's like 75,000.
Yeah. Even so, $1,000 a bottle. Yeah, that's egregious.
Tell LeBron to get his money up.
So am I sort of just in the dark here? I don't ever picture those two hanging out.
They're like best friends.
Oh yeah,
Draymond and LeBron.
Draymond and LeBron are like best friends.
If Draymond Green's mother and LeBron James were hanging from a cliff, he would save LeBron James.
Max, I know you see the memes on X. There's so many funny Draymond. Like Draymond's like not showed up today because he's going to hang out with LeBron. Like, they're just hilarious. Like, I guess they're really, really good friends.
Where does that come from? Have they ever played together?
USA basketball, I think. Yeah.
Well, Delonte West used to be really close to LeBron James as well. He got so close that he got to know his mother really well.
Tie down.
He was doing some decanting.
LeBron James at Game 4 of the NBA Finals was drinking like a $400 bottle of wine courtside by himself. Yeah. He just sat up between his legs.
I mean, wouldn't you if you got
1,000%?
If you're like a billionaire athlete, yes, absolutely.
I would drink it like it's $9 wine. Yes, and I would drink it all to myself.
I would pass it around. Like, you want some?
Yeah,
you want some here? I'll get another one. You want some?
I would decant my Hennessy and Bud Light if I was a billionaire. Why not?
I don't think was LeBron using a decanter courtside.
I'm sure that it was already decanted and then he brought it with. Yeah,
Zach, your hands up.
Charles in the KFN.com/watch chat suggesting on that cork issue, Parker.
Oh yeah, we need
to purchase something called a cork sucker.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
Woodhawk.
Wow. On the corner of Hennepin and Lake.
Tommy is available.
It's a little bit like a vacuum. I've seen it. It uses some kind of a suction technology, Parker. So you just kind of suck the cork.
Gotcha.
Okay, I did see a little bit of a social media hack the other day where you basically you take it was like a plastic baggie and you like twist it up and stick it down in there and then you blow air into it. I'm doing a really bad job to explain it. And you inflate it a little bit and then as you pull out, it like grabs onto the cork and then you slowly let the air out as you pull it up and it actually pulls the cork out.
Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
I don't know.
Could also just DM Tommy.
Yeah. Correct.
Or you just leave the cork in there and you just drink the whole bottle.
How bad did someone want to drink that wine to invent that method?
Oh, yeah.
To figure that out with the plastic bag.
For a $6 bottle of wine.
Right. Well, the thing, the other side of it is like, just drink the whole bottle of wine. Or, who cares? Yeah. Or get like one of those, they make the fake stoppers, like the little silicone stoppers. Just put the stopper in there.
Or just do what Will Ferrell did in Blades of Glory. Just knock the head of the bottle off and just drink it out of that. That movie is underrated.
That's a
Blades
phenomenal
of Glory
movie.
is hilarious. When the guy goes,
movie.
"Are you drunk?" and he takes a bottle of Jack Daniels and hits it on the door and goes, "Not yet." Brilliant.
For the 8th time, I still think we should have our old guy John Ojampa come in here because he's in the wine industry as well. He could wheel and deal and get a bunch of bottles. I still want to see if Sauce can taste the difference between like $100 bottle of wine versus Yellowtail.
If they're both prepared the same way, yes, all of us could. All of us could.
Well, that's why I think it would be fun to challenge you.
Yeah, but all of us could.
They'll have to be equally decantered.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think,
I've never heard that word before.
Me neither.
I think this is the 8th time we've brought it up. I've texted Ojampa multiple times. He's like, yeah, whatever. He's up for it. It's just really our laziness, our inability to follow through on ideas.
Yeah.
Greg Swedberg for years has said the Power Trip Morning Show has some of the best ideas that have never been chased after. Hey, you know what we should do? And then we say it and we all love the idea. And then by the time the show rolls around, we're like, we're going to go home and nap.
Yeah.
That idea is dead to us.
I'm going to go home and nap anyway.
And then 4 months later, we think of it again and we say, hey, we should have done that. And then today, we're going to move on and probably never do it. But I still want to gamble on it. I want to know how much you would know about wine.
Like I've said, though, before, 4 years ago, I probably would have done really well in it. I don't remember the last time I had a glass of wine.
Because of your allergies?
Well, yeah, and I don't drink a lot anymore. Not like I used to. I have a reason to,
live
and not drink and be present. And we only get to sleep in 2 days a week. Why would I want one of them to be hungover?
Why don't you just show up hungover to work?
I would never do that. Never. I never have.
Why don't you try it?
Why would I do that?
What if it's fun?
It could be fun.
Contrary to prior belief, I love this job too much. I would never do that.
Aw.
Never.
What if you're better on the air, though?
I doubt it.
It's possible.
Last year when we were in Vegas and I had food poisoning, that was terrible. That was bad enough. I felt like I was going to throw up every time I talked.
Yeah. So we felt listening.
Okay.
Headlines is next. Ben Lieber is here. Parker Fox is here. This is the Power Trip. Morning, Joe on the Fan.
The Fan. We're just hours away from our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
The biggest headliners in live music will be taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas.
Plus, some special surprises and moments you are not going to want to miss.
Stream only on Hulu. Tomorrow and Saturday, starting at 9:30 p.m.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Ian Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. Join three-time Super Bowl champion Devin McCourty and me this week for the Patriots at the Jets. New England came up short last Sunday in an overtime loss to the Seahawks. Now they face their AFC East rival, the New York Jets, for the first time with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Don't miss it on Thursday Night Football.
Right here on FM 100.3, Minnesota's home for football.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real-person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
To save money, get a 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross with 0% APR for 60 months and save up to an additional $2,000 exclusively at Luther Brookdale Mitsubishi, brookdale-mitsubishi.com.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, KFAN, with some awesome news from my friends at OVO LASIK and Lens. If you've been thinking about getting LASIK, now is the perfect time to get to OVO because they just keep doing what they always do, which is constantly winning awards. OVO has just swept the Minnesota Best Awards, taking gold for LASIK, eye surgery, and eye care. And that's not all. Dr. Mark Lobanoff has just been named Minnesota's top doc by Minnesota Monthly. So don't wait any longer. OVO always offers a free LASIK consultation. So that's right, you can find out if you are a LASIK candidate for free. Plus, OVO has the best price guarantee, so you know you're getting the best deal. And for a limited time, you can take advantage of 24 months of interest-free financing, no down payment, no interest for 2 years. It's pretty sick. Imagine living life without glasses or contacts, like in my case, for as low as just $4 a day. The legends of LASIK are at OVO LASIK and Lens. Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. This is the place to go, so if you are ready to see the world clearly, schedule your free LASIK exam at ovoi.com. That's OVOEYE.com, or call 877-OVO-EYES. It's OVO LASIK and Lens, ovoi.com.
Free waterproofing and foundation repair estimates from Standard Water Control. Standard Water is the Midwest's expert for waterproofing and foundation repair since 1977. Standard Water fixes all wet and humid basement issues. Free estimates. Visit standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
All right, everybody, gather around. My name is Chris Hockey, and it's time for a Wenzel's Farm Meat Stick Flavor Revolution. I'd like to introduce to you the all-new flavor Terry Hockey Meat Sticks from Wenzel's Farm. A tender cut of Wenzel's finest meat with a special secret blend of hockey magic. The Terry Hockey Meat Stick isn't just one of Wenzel's 14 different flavors. It's a way of life. Say goodbye to teriyaki. Say hello to Terry Hockey. Available now at your local Quick Trip or Menards. Terry Hockey Meat Sticks may not actually exist. They're still called teriyaki, and they're still delicious.
At Shane Company, our engagement rings are the perfect blend of design, function, and beauty. Each one a unique work of art. We meticulously craft our bridal jewelry in our jeweler's workshop to the highest standards, expertly setting each diamond by hand, ensuring the structure is perfectly balanced, and sizing everything for the perfect fit. Shane Company offers a free unmatched lifetime warranty because your engagement ring is an heirloom that was made to last. You'll cherish your ring today, tomorrow, and forever. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Thanks for calling Pronto. How can we help you get huge rebates and tax incentives by replacing your old air system?
Sounds way too good to be true.
We thought so too, until we saw the results.
It's official. There's more government and utility money up for grabs than ever before.
Get at least $5,000 in rebates and incentives.
Just by upgrading to a new high-efficiency comfort system.
Call Pronto now.
Talk to a rebate specialist.
And find out how much you could pocket.
No strings attached.
Visit ProntoHeat.com.
Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show. If you are tired of arthritic pain in your knees, your back, your hips, your shoulder, then you got to check out QC Kinetics. There's something new that can maybe get you back up and running and get your mobility back and get you real lasting pain relief. And the key is without surgery. That is the key. This is advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. So if you have joint pain, you don't want to have surgery, and you want a free consultation to ask all the questions, figure out what they can do for you, then this is the way to go. They are under the leadership of medical director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup. QC Kinetics is now the nation's leader in this advanced cellular therapy that, again, attacks your own body's weaknesses by using healing properties in your own body. So think about that. Your own body is using itself to get back up and running. That's how you avoid surgery, drugs, pain pills, and downtime. QC Kinetics is the way to go. Remember that name, QC Kinetics, and then call them to get that free consultation set up. QC Kinetics is 612-254-7123. That's 612-254-7123. 612-254-7123.
Ben's Appearance is sponsored by Lexus of Wayzata and Maplewood.
You're listening live to the Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
The Minnesota Renaissance Festival is happening right now through September 29th, and we've got your chance to win tickets. Head over to our contest page for your chance to win today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show, 8:25 on Thursday, September 19th. Parker Fox of the Gopher basketball team is here. Ben Lieber is here for another 15 minutes or so before he's got to go to his Twin Cities Live conference call. What is it like to work with a team that has pre-show meetings and brainstorms? Everybody gets on the same page and talks well in advance of the show.
Not hungover.
I actually wonder what our show would be like if we did zero planning. If we had one 90-minute show where we just winged it.
You should try it.
You should.
You should brand it like that, just like a Wing It Wednesday. I'm sure Common's already got that trademarked. But just show up at 2:59 and see what happens.
Yeah, because today is a throw in the towel Thursday.
It sure is.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be so bizarre for us because it would, because we are. I mean, every segment is pre-planned. I mean, our producers are amazing. Now, you know, what Elizabeth and I usually say is not always pre-planned, but, you know, we know the topics, we know the guests, whatever. To have 90 minutes of just her and I like, what's up?
Well, that's what we do for 3.5 hours. It's not hard.
I know.
Yeah, it would sound a lot like here.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
All right, Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I'm Corey, that's Chris, that's Paul, there's Zach, there's Max. Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Fans are the chicken of the cave.
Good morning.
I mean,
what's new?
In a way, we do
Woodhawk.
that for our host chat for the first 12 minutes of the show. But even that, there's a format of like, hey, how was your weekend? We'll talk about what you did there. Then I'll talk about the Vikings games. Like, at least there's like a little bit of a rundown. To go in there completely blind, it would be fun. Don't get me wrong, it'd be fun. I'm not saying it's going to be great TV. But it'd be fun.
I still think if you want to sum up the Power Trip Morning Show, especially in the last, like, let's say 10 years, it's the equivalent of a bunch of sharks just swimming around in the ocean, right? Because we got nowhere else to go. That's what we're doing. Yeah. We're just swimming along. And that's basically what 5:30 is we're just swimming. And then somebody starts chumming the water.
Yeah.
And there's blood in the water because Sauce says something insane. And then it's like, we got something.
Yeah,
and then our ears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of perk up. I don't know if sharks have ears that perk up. You know what I'm saying? But then it's essentially, now it's go time. Let's just attack for the next 3 hours. We're just waiting for blood in the water.
That's so very well put.
I'm sure the listeners can tell when it's like 5:50, and you say to yourself, they haven't said anything funny yet. It's like, well, we're just waiting for Sauce to screw up. Nothing's happened yet. We're waiting.
Hi.
I think you're doing great today.
Do you really?
There's 32 minutes left.
Yeah, man. It's almost the weekend's finally here.
All right, quickest Fan 5 ever, and then we got to get to headlines.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Briefly. All right, let's rapid fire these. Ben, tonight, Patriots at Jets, 7:15. Who do you like and why?
I've not looked at this game at all. I'm just going to go Jets just because Aaron Rodgers is the better of the two quarterbacks. Yes.
Yep.
Better defense.
Wild training camp opens today at Tria Rink. Their first preseason game is Saturday at Winnipeg.
What a joke. Why even call it the preseason? Like, this is like, we're just going to play games on Saturday.
They're going to give it a shot, yeah.
They don't even practice.
Yeah. Vikings host Texans Sunday noon right here on the Fan. 10 o'clock pregame. Fan line follows. The Vikings did put tight end Nick Muse on IR. Jordan Addison didn't practice. Dallas Turner didn't practice. Brian O'Neill didn't practice.
It's over.
It might be over. Do you think the Vikings, when I was thinking about this when we had Tom on and then I forgot to ask him, you guys were talking about like the national media not jumping on the Vikings yet because it's 2 games, right? It's a little early.
No. I was saying that they are jumping on the Vikings.
Are?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's breaking down the Vikings right now.
Because I would still say the thing that they need is a 330-3 out of Darnold. Right? Because even last week, 2 touchdowns again for the second straight game, but he had 260-something.
Yeah.
Well, 97 were on that one. And he gets credit for that. I'm not trying to say that didn't happen, but it's not like he just torched them the rest of the game. He had 150 or 160 yards the rest of the game outside of that one play. If he goes 330-3 and they beat the Texans, that's what you have to have a quarterback for the entire country to really believe in you. We just need one monster Darnold game, and maybe we're on the map.
It's true. It's true.
That's a good point.
I guess I would say that I'm surprised at the amount of love we have gotten after 2 weeks. Even without that, it's just like we are the latest hottest team right now. Everybody is talking about Flores' defense. They're breaking down all the individual parts. They're talking about the 97-yard pass. They're talking about Darnold's resurrection. Like it's like they're already crowning Darnold as the next Baker Mayfield when it's like, well, it's 2 games. And yes, all of us around here are very excited and hopeful and optimistic. But it's just like, man, is it really warranted after just 1 game?
Well, how about this too, Ben? To your point about the Flores getting a lot of credit, the defense getting a lot of credit. We all knew that if Darnold overachieved this year, the other person that would get a ton of credit is Kevin O'Connell, right? Because if you can resurrect Darnold, then you're doing something, correct? The show before us, 2 pros and a cup of Joe, which is, again, the worst title in the history of radio.
Yeah.
2 pros and a cup of Joe. Who calls it a cup of Joe anyway? It's coffee, for God's sakes.
Relax. My God.
Blood in the water, baby. Blood in the water. They were talking about the benching of Bryce Young. And they asked Brady Quinn, like, give me a coach or a scenario where you think Bryce would have a chance. And he said, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
That's pretty crazy. That already if a quarterback needs to start over, a system and a coach that would help is Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings.
We heard is this what you say about McCarthy?
I was going to ask. No, go ahead. Then I have to ask you a
question.
we've
heard this time and time again. When McCarthy was in the draft process, that's what he said. All the rookie quarterbacks were all hoping they got drafted by the Vikings because that's the coach they wanted to play for.
Yeah, 2 things. Have you seen that video of Jaden Daniels when Brian Dable asks him and you can tell he's like, no. He said yes, of course, but you can tell
what are you talking
if he
about?
Wants to be a part of the Giants.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's not like a absolutely. Like you can
it's
tell.
Like, sure.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I would love that.
Why Sean McVay? Sean McVay has had a veteran quarterback almost what has Sean McVay done?
I think it's almost the system.
Yeah.
I think it's because that's basically, we're running a variation of that type of system. So I think it's more of just like system based, and they've had team-wise a lot of success. And it seems like he knows how to sort of communicate and talk to his quarterbacks to get the best out of them. I think that's, more so. And then, Shanahan's the same thing. Like it's sort of a quarterback-friendly offense once you can master it.
We're getting to the point, though, I'm not, this isn't Rams radio, but we can talk for 2 minutes about it. They're about to be 0-3. Now they're extremely banged up. They are going.
Their injury report is crazy.
They're going to have like a top 6 pick. They're going to be. This is not a good year for the Rams.
No,
they're so banged up though.
So yeah, it is hard to tell, I guess, with all the injury. Because I mean, obviously you need wide receivers to run the offense, and all their wide receivers are hurt.
Parker, what do you think of this? We mentioned this to Flash and Lieber a couple hours ago, but Tennessee announced that they're going to raise the ticket prices by 10%, specifically to help pay the athletes. Do you think this is something that fan bases will embrace or reject?
Well, I saw it, and I think for that level of football and SEC football and the big Power Fives, it's probably a no-brainer. I think people are going to buy tickets regardless. I think if you look at like the people that are, season ticket holders, I don't think a 10% increase is going to make or break if you've had season tickets for 20 years. So why not try a little bit? I know they've done a little stuff at the U. I think the Parlor Burger gives like a certain percentage or all the percentage to Dinkytown athletes. Really good burger, by the way. So
maybe the best.
Yeah, phenomenal burger. But I think it's cool. Yeah, and I think if you do it and it doesn't work and you start losing ticket sales, then maybe revert it. So.
In your report, did it say how much money they were going to generate from that 10% ticket increase?
No, but again, they're also, unless we just want to project based on what they did last year, because last year they had, let's just make the numbers easy, $60 million in expenses and $135 million in revenue.
Yeah, but that's not all from tickets, right? They're just saying the athletic department in general, overall, that's the money they brought in.
ESPN, you know what's funny is the ESPN story, I guess, didn't even technically say whether it was Tennessee or the football team, right? They didn't differentiate between whether there's the entire program. It just said $75 million profit in 2023. So they said they were going to increase the actual prices of the tickets, just period, across the board, 4.5%, and then an additional 10%, and that additional 10% is going to pay the athletes. So the 4.5% bump just goes to them. That's straight to their pockets.
Yeah, that's just the other like 10%, their quote-unquote inflation.
Exactly. The 10% is for the athletes.
Well,
that's set to begin in 2025.
It's just showing you now that these schools are doing anything they can to just get a couple extra bucks. Like, it's this whole free agency world is so crazy now that it's like if we can get extra $5 million, maybe we can get 1 or 2 more guys. Like we can get that lineman that we weren't going to get, or we can get that transfer safety that we really need to fill that hole. So it's scary that way.
Let me ask you this, because I forgot to even bring this up with you. So we talked about Woj earlier too, right? Woj is retiring from ESPN. He's going to join St. Bonaventure to become the GM of the men's basketball team. We're in an era now, no more just athletic directors. Teams are going to have GMs because of this, right? He's 55 years old, worked at ESPN since 2017. He was at Yahoo Sports before that. He was a 91 grad of St. Bonaventure, so he wants to go back, right? I get that part of it.
Yeah.
So the ESPN story, though, specifically pointed out that the GM role in college sports is more common because of the transfer portal, because the roster turnover is so constant, which is not breaking news to anybody, that you can't just have an athletic director that oversees 30 sports. You got to have somebody that's specifically focused on the finances of college basketball. So that's what Woj is doing at St. Bonaventure. Does the Gopher basketball team have anybody like that? Do they have a, quote, GM or somebody that's kind of like a GM?
Currently, no. People know Dave Thorson, obviously, is a Minnesota high school basketball legend, Minnesota legend. So he obviously is a name that you would kind of bring up. But a Star Tribune article came out August 16th, and the title was "Gophers AD Mark Coyle says department might need a GM to oversee cap management."
Yep.
So I know that it's in the works, and I know that. Now a lot of teams are getting it. Obviously, St. Bonaventure isn't some big, Kentucky, Duke kind of team. So if St. Bonaventure is getting a GM, you could probably assume to see GMs across the board when it comes to college basketball. And I think basketball is so unique in that way because it's 15 guys, and it's probably only 7 to 8 that are really making money. And it's when you talk about those big schools, like I just mentioned, it's legit money. It's several hundred thousands to millions of dollars. So a GM would be a smart gig to have. Just I don't know, financial literacy, but also just like making sure things don't get out of control because it can quick.
Do you think the said GM is going to be focused mostly on transfers and NIL's existing players, or do you think that the role would be expanded into like you now are in charge of all of recruiting? Like you've got to take over recruiting the eighth grader, the freshman, like being on top of all that stuff to take that off of the head coach's plate?
Yeah, I think obviously when you talk about getting recruited, you need to have that, validation from the head coach. Like you want to be in communication with the head coach. Anybody that's getting recruited and is trying to play at the next level, like if you're not hearing from the head coach, it's probably not going to be the fit for you. So I think the head coach needs to be there for sure. But then when it comes to the finance side, like you asked, I think it's almost too much for these head coaches now because you're losing so much of why you signed up to be a coach. Like think about like a Tom Izzo who's been a coach for, whatever. They've gone to 25 straight NCAA tournaments. Like he never had to worry about paying an athlete. Maybe he was under the table, who knows, but he never had to worry about it. And now it's like, that's his job. It's managing money versus coaching basketball. So I think if you can kind of get that off your plate, and you can continue to be a basketball coach, not a money manager. That's where,
you gotta think that all the big revenue sports are gonna have GMs.
Oh yeah,
the football teams are gonna have to have a team of managers to figure out and parse through all of the available transfer athletes. I mean, you're talking a basketball team has 15 guys on the team, and you take that number and multiply it by 8 on a football team.
Yeah.
6 or 7. It's like that's too much for even one guy.
Kansas State calls today and says, Ben, you can be GM of K-State football, but the Vikings gig, Twin Cities Live, KFAN, all of it goes, but you have to come down to Kansas. You're the K-State football GM today. Yes or no?
Wow. Kind of sounds fun. Kind of sounds fun. Listen, if they give me an offer that I can't refuse.
Exactly. Add a couple zeros and give them a call, right? You got to go. So quickly, Zach, Grimm, or AJ tomorrow, who wins?
Going with my guy, Zacho.
Let's go,
Zacho.
Let's go, Zacho.
Wasn't expecting that.
There's Benjamin Lieber, Channel 5, 3 to 4:30 every day, Twin Cities Live. All right. Thanks Ben.
Guys.
Appreciate it.
Bye,
Vikings win too or not?
Yes, Vikings win, and I'm going to be finding my spot on the parade route after that. So.
Whoa. Fair enough. All right, headlines.
Now it's time for headlines.
All right, headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Get those solar panels put on if you want to get turned on. Go solar, just like I did. Wolf River Electric. Got those panels put up 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, they look good.
Have you been turned on?
Yeah, man.
That's none of your business, Zach. I'll let you know when I'm turned on.
Thank you. We'll
Wolf
be waiting by the phone.
River Electric.
Jeez, Zach.
All right, so Saturday Night Live announced the first 5 shows. I'm going to give you the pairing. You guys might have to write these down unless you have really good memories. To me, it's a no-brainer, but I want to know if you can only go to one of these 5 shows, which of the 5 would you go to?
Okay,
all right?
fire away.
September 28th is the season opener. Season 50, correct? Isn't this his 50th season?
Damn.
A week from Saturday, Jean Smart, who continues to win Best Actress in a Comedy at the Golden Globes, formerly of Designing Women. Jean
Hawk
Smart
loves that show.
Jean Smart is the host. Jelly Roll is the musical guest.
No, Jelly Roll sucks.
Why?
Wow.
It's just terrible.
The following week,
really
October 5th.
He may be a good dude, but his music sucks.
Nate Bargatze already back. They liked him that much. Bargatze is the host. Coldplay musical guest on October 5th.
No, Coldplay's terrible.
That's not true. Wow. October 12th, Ariana Grande, who is shockingly good on SNL, and Stevie Nicks, musical guest. October 19th, Michael Keaton and Billie Eilish.
That's the one you're picking.
100%. Beetlejuice / Batman and Billie Eilish. No brainer. That is the one I'm picking. And then November 2nd, John Mulaney and Chappell Roan. You can only go to one of the 5. Which one do you go to?
Yeah, the 4th one for sure.
Keaton and Billie?
Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
I've never actually heard her music, but I just think John Mulaney, and I love Nate Bargatze, love Ariana Grande. I just think John Mulaney's that funny that I'm picking it just off of him alone.
Yeah.
Mulaney's unbelievable.
I think I'm in the Mulaney camp because whenever he does SNL,
he's so
usually
funny.
a classic.
He's really fun.
Then again, Bargatze, his first appearance, he killed it, and
his stand-up was
Coldplay
great.
is fun.
There's something though that is still if I don't know. No, I love Nate Bargatze. I just saw him at the State Fair. If Nate Bargatze walked into the studio right now, I'd be very excited to meet him. Like, hey, man, big fan. Thanks. Have a seat. Can't wait to talk to you. This is freaking Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Right? It's Batman. If he walked in, I would be truly starstruck. So to see him and Billie Eilish from 40 feet away would be sick.
Who, me?
Not you.
Oh.
I should have asked this of Ben Lieber because Ben's never seen the American version of The Office. The Australian version of The Office hits Amazon Prime on October 18th.
You going to give it a shot?
No. I've never even finished the British version, and I love Ricky Gervais. Shocking.
Yeah.
Love that dude.
No.
Australian version of The Office, October 18th.
Can't do it.
Who's going to give it a shot? No one?
No.
I'll try. I'll give it one episode.
I might give it a shot.
I love The Office. Yeah, if it can even have a little bit of the spirit of the American one, I'm in. The Australians are cool. The Aussies are cool with me. I'll give them a shot.
Shocking.
Oh, yeah. I'll check it out. I like going down under every once in a while.
Are you excited for the SNL movie that's coming out, Core? Are you going to go see it?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I love that show. It's been a huge part of my life since the first second I started watching it. I wonder when I started truly watching it. Maybe when it was Comedy Central reruns back in the day. And then I started falling in love with the actual live show. So maybe like 90, I don't know, early 90s?
Yeah. The reviews of this, the Australian Office,
not good.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
One of them was, it would make Jesus weep.
That's an aggressive critique or criticism.
Weep.
Wow.
I just feel like you can't ever, it'll just never work. Like no matter what you do, it'll just never, you can't replicate it, man. You just
Pretty
can't.
tough, man. It hit that sweet spot for sure.
Yeah.
A premium artificial intelligence app claims that it can pinpoint when you will die after you answer a series of questions about your health and social habits.
Wow.
First of all, I'm calling BS.
Yeah.
Right? That's not quite how that works. However, it did make me think, if this was real, let's just go theoretical. Let's say there was an app and it could get within 1 month of your actual death. It was that good. Would you want to know?
No chance.
No.
That's one of my biggest fears in life is knowing when I would die.
Now that I'm having a kiddo, absolutely not.
No chance.
But if it's unavoidable though, so you're going to die that month either way. For example, let me play devil's advocate because big fan.
Shocking.
Let's say you knew you were going to die when your son was 6.
That'd be awful.
Of course it's awful, but I'm saying in this theory, in this theoretical hypothetical
what the hell's
situation,
wrong with you?
I'm just saying, wouldn't you want to know that like you need to maximize every second because you're not going to see him when he's 45 years old. You got 6 years with him. Wouldn't you want to know to maximize your time?
I'll be 97 when he's 45.
You know what I'm saying, though.
87.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Wouldn't you want to know?
I would, but here's the thing, though.
It's sad either way.
If I knew that, every day I would live and would be depressed.
Yes.
Knowing that I'm only going to see him when he's 6. I don't get to see him when he gets married. I don't get to see him when at 18 officially changes his name to Berkeley Lambert. I'll be devastated.
Okay, but look at it like this. Let's say it's a random
and I'd
Sunday.
miss the hell out of my wife. That would be horrible.
No, you're the one that's dying.
I know that, but I would be awful if I died.
Right. I don't know if you quite understand the question. I'm saying you're dying either way. So you either die when he's 6 years old and you don't know it's coming, and you meat sauced it.
I don't want to know what's coming.
Or you maximize it, and you're like, I'm spending every waking second spending as much time with my wife and kid as I can because I have 6 years.
No, I fully
it's
understand.
Like a terminal
I
diagnosis.
fully understand the question.
Okay, you don't want to know.
No, because of I don't want to know that I'm not going to see him in high school.
Yeah, but
I don't want to know any of that.
Let's flip it. What if you use this AI app and they say you have 38 more years left? Would you want to know that?
Yes.
So you only want to know if it's good news.
Yeah, of course. Ignorance is bliss, Daddy-o.
All right, Parker, yes or no? Do you want to know?
I don't know. I think like the easy answer is no, and you're like, no, I don't want to know because it's like that's what you want to say. But at the same time, it'd be super cool to find out. So yeah, why not?
Have any of you seen the movie Big Fish?
Oh yeah, excellent.
No, I've seen a couple
though. That's essentially how that movie works. Is Ewan McGregor's character finds out how he dies. So one of the things, well, it's a fishtail, it's a story, but still, the point is think of how you could live your life differently if you know the end, right? You can skydive with 100% certainty that you're not going to die skydiving, right? It changes your whole mentality if you know how you go.
That's true, but then like, I don't know.
Thank you.
But there's still, it's real life. So this AI app is like, you could still die and like not be the date it says because you did something stupid.
Right. You can't stand
I'm going
in front of a
I'm going
train
no.
and survive.
Yeah, I'm going no.
And Hawk's done that a few times.
And Max, you're saying no?
No, that's legit one of my biggest fears in life is knowing when I would die. I've 0% chance. I'll just pretend that I'm going to die tomorrow every day anyways and live like that.
YOLO.
Regardless.
Zachary,
YOLO, baby.
yes or no?
I'm doing it right now. It just asked me how much sleep I get.
Oh, you're actually going through the app?
Yeah.
Did you get a free version? It says it's a premium app. Do you pay for it?
Oh gosh, maybe I'm going to get to the end and that's going to
100%. You're going to fill out the whole thing and it's going to ask for $20.
Maxo's got a website.
How often do you?
Yeah, I got a bootleg website for you.
Streamiest version.
What are some of the questions?
How often do you experience significant stress in your life?
Wait, what's the
Daily.
what's the website called?
It's called Death Clock.
Are you sure you didn't just misspell something?
Oh yeah, darn. That's why I didn't have to pay.
It's just Tommy waving.
It's just Tommy and a Grim Reaper.
It's Tommy and the Girth Master.
You finish and it's just a video of Tommy saying, "You will die."
Yeah. Zeal.
Tonight is the series premiere of The Penguin on HBO. This is the Colin Farrell spinoff from the movie The Batman, where he briefly and kind of ridiculously played the Penguin.
Zero interest.
Yep, nope.
Zero.
I'm watching it.
The reviews are good, by the way.
You're a comic book guy.
And he's getting praise for his performance. I thought he was just an absolute waste of time in the movie. He didn't add anything to the movie, which, again, I disliked way more than you guys did. I'm actually more intrigued by this than the movie because I thought the movie was kind of a throwaway, but 91%?
It's getting rave reviews. People are saying it's basically just like a syndicated crime drama. Just you wouldn't even know it's set in Gotham, basically.
Right, but here's the problem, right? We just mentioned this. I think you brought it up the other day, Max. The same thing with the Joker, right? Great. Joaquin's an unbelievable actor. Lady Gaga's an unbelievable actress. Great. Make another Joker movie. If you don't eventually throw a Batman in it, we don't care.
Yeah.
Right? If Robert Pattinson's Batman is not in The Penguin, I don't really care.
No.
I don't want to just watch him do crime for a couple of years. We had Breaking Bad for that and Ozark for that.
Yeah.
Throw a freaking Batman in there.
To my understanding, that is it is supposed to be kind of like how The Boys did with Gen V. It's supposed to be like this starts right after the Batman ends, and then the Batman 2 will start right after this show.
Right. This is the bridge, the tweener.
Oh. I got my result.
And?
It's not great.
Oh no!
I did just pick every worst option possible.
Okay, so let's see. We can put this on the record so listeners can follow along, just in case Zach goes when this thing says it's going to go.
Tomorrow?
What does it say?
Well, give me two options.
The double option, classic.
So I'm going to go with the first one, and then I'll give you the second one. The optimal health one. If everything goes well, Thursday, September 22nd, 2089.
Good for you.
That's not bad,
That's
Zach.
best case scenario.
That's the best case scenario.
Oh.
But the
Tomorrow.
first one they gave me is Sunday, April 10th, 2050.
That's not bad either.
That's 55.
solid.
Okay, hang on.
That's not great.
It's not good.
Everybody with a brain knew this. There's just no way, even with the best AI, that they could possibly predict this. They didn't give you a 3-week window. That was, I didn't hear the exact numbers. That was like a 35-year window.
I'll take it.
What a scam.
Yeah.
Zach, start living life to the fullest, man.
Zach,
you might die sometime in the next 60 years.
Wow.
Live every day YOLO. Because that app nailed it, man. Sometime between now and 2089, you are out of here.
Yeah, you got to do something fun every day. I actually have a 6-page research paper on Tibetan medicine due tonight if you want to help me with that.
Have you started?
Yeah.
Any like holistic remedies that I should know about?
I'm going to learn it about, I don't know, practice is at 2, so I'll get done about 4. I'm going to learn it about 4:30.
I know somebody that could actually literally help you with that between now and tonight. Would you like to meet them?
Yeah, probably.
First name, Chat.
Okay.
Second name is
don't do that. Don't do that.
GPT.
Don't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Good luck. Tibetan medicine, 6-page paper by tonight.
Yeah.
Parker, you're the best, dude. You're the best.
Love you guys, man.
What's next for you? What do you got? A couple weeks
Official
still?
practice starts next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Dude, it snuck up on us.
Which
I think I asked you a week
wild,
ago, and I already forgot it was that soon.
Yeah, so
Next
it's
Wednesday.
obviously week 3 of college football here, and then we start practice. And next thing you know, we'll have an exhibition game mid-October. So it's like here, which is wild.
Yeah.
So hopefully my mornings are still open. Come hang out with you guys.
Anytime.
But,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's right around the corner, so get ready to go.
All right, thanks to everybody who joined today, including Parker Fox. Tomorrow, Zachary, the finals, the Initials Invitational wraps up at 8:15 tomorrow. Zach Halverson versus AJ Mansour versus Mike Grimm of the Golden Gopher Radio Network. The three of them square off at 8:15. Zachary, you can do this. You could do this.
Thanks, Cor. I appreciate it.
And you have to, because you have under 60 years left to live.
That's true.
This might be your only chance. 9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9 on The Fan.
To listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
Jam.